Hi kids, welcome back to the Kitties Not a Cat channel. Today I thought we'd have a go at drawing Cheeta, one of the blue cats. Let's see how we go. Like last time, I thought I'd do some rough guides first in blue. You can do the same at home if you like. And you don't have to use blue, you can just use whatever colour you like or a lighter pencil. But I thought I might just sketch that in. That way I kind of sort of know what I'm doing. Okay, here we go, let's see. I'll start with his head, and I'll just do some really kind of loose lines just to get the basic shapes in. He's got very angular, sharp features on his head, very sharp ears, and they're quite large too. So I'll just kind of loosely sketch them in. He's got a big left ear, so I'll get that in there. And that's kind of roughly what Cheeta's head consists of shape-wise. And from there I'll move on to his body, and his body is just really a long, sort of narrow sausage sort of shape. So we just kind of start here and we go straight down. That's where his legs will start from, and I'll do the other side, same thing. That's pretty good. It's got, like, actually all the cats have got quite little legs and little feet, so we can add that in next. Remember, this is quite loose, as this is going to be our guide for a cleaner version shortly. And so legs are roughly like that, tail out the bottom. And from here we can add his two arms, and they're just long, narrow, tubular sort of things hang down. This one actually can come down his side there. It's a bit concealed by his torso. And again, just as a guide, he's got a lighter sort of oval sort of shape on his tummy. And that's kind of getting there. Let's have a look at his facial features now. His muzzle's a bit more complicated than a lot of the other characters who are just have kind of oval shapes, that kind of thing. This sort of, I'll show you what I mean if I draw it in. His mouth actually forms part of the shape. So he's got this lip that comes out there. His bottom lip is part of his muzzle. And usually his mouth kind of joins that lip there. He's got quite a large nose, triangle shape. And then we can add a bit more detail there. And eyes, he's got large sort of almond shaped eyes, like that. And often you'll find with a lot of the characters actually in Kitty Is Not a Cat, their eyebrows sort of sit above the top of their head, and certainly with Cheeta it does. And so that's pretty much, if I pull out you can see that's pretty much what Cheeta looks like. And that's our rough guide, but it's almost there really. But what we'll do now is I'll just add another layer for our clean lines. And remember, at home you can use a darker pencil or a texter or however you want to do it, or put another sheet of paper over your rough and trace that. But I'm going to use my black pen for the clean version. I might just back off the guide a little so we can see the clean lines go up, or on I should say. Okay, so again I'll start with his head and those big pointy ears. One side, the other, there's a kind of sweeping curve there down that side of the ear, and the bottom of his face again is a similar kind of curve to make the shape of his head. Again, might take a few goes, rarely get it in one, but that's okay. And if you can just do big sweeping line and just erase any bit that's hanging over the edge. Use rubber at home if you've got rubber. The top of his head is just a straight line really, just flat. I'll come back and do his facial features at the end, but now I'll work on his body. Again, it's just a straight down and across for his legs. I'll actually add in his legs as I go. Let's see the other leg. And again, down the front of his torso, straight down, the slight curve to meet that leg. Again, don't always get it first go, but that's okay. Two arms, as I mentioned, are just kind of long, skinny cylinders, really. Sort of flattened off at the top. If you like, his shoulders. That's one. And his left arm usually in this pose is sort of a bit concealed behind his torso. You just see a section of it. And again, that shape for his tummy, that lighter blue shape, which you'll see when we colour in soon. And then his tail poking out from behind. It's come together quite quickly really, this one. He's kind of easier really than some of the others. Now if we look at his face details again, that muzzle with the made up of that bottom lip, actually I can do it by, if you want to do it by drawing in the line of his mouth and then just continue on to the bottom lip. There's another way you can do it too, there we go. And the bottom part there, again now, just colour in that nose, whiskers. Again, usually 3. I think some of the cats have 2, but most have 3. And those big sort of almond eyes with the narrow pupil in there. I'll just get rid of some of that. And then he's got quite solid eyebrows again that usually sit above his head. They don't always, but generally they are. And then finally really just that inner ear shape. Usually it's a darker colour. You can draw that in. All right, let's have a look. Switch off that guide layer. And that's Cheeta. Lines anyway. So now what we might do is colour him in. As I mentioned before, Cheeta is one of the blue cats. There's three blue cats that play in the band in the house. Cheeta plays guitar. So I'm going to select his main blue colour. Again, this isn't the exact colour, but it's going to be pretty close. And just like we did last time, I'm just going to colour. I mean, you could, if you are using a program like Photoshop, you could perhaps select the area and use the paint bucket to fill the whole section. But I'm just going to do it as if I was colouring in a colouring book, just using the brush here. Again, try and stay within the lines, but no dramas if you don't. Once you've got that that section inside the line, you can set your brush quite wide and just quickly fill it in. I'll just do it all this colour and then come back and add the lighter and darker tones. Get on his head here. As I said before, I mean, you could use it. You could do this with textures, crayons, pastels, whatever you want. Okay, and I'll just increase the size of that brush and quickly fill in his head. Almost there. Just his tail as well. Again, just try and stay within the line if you can. Just erase it if you do go outside of it. Okay, so that's all of the main blue. Now, he does have some, his paws and his feet and his muzzle are all a lighter blue, so we'll just select that and colour those sections in. So both of his paws. Again, just staying within the line. That section on his tummy, that's a lighter colour as well, so let's quickly colour that in. Before we take a look at his face, so getting a bit tighter and we can have a look at Cheeta's muzzle here, and it's that lighter blue as well. Oh, there you go, gone outside the line, that's okay. So I'll select that main blue and just go over that section there, just neaten it up. What's left? His eyes, so we'll just colour that in white. We're almost done. And the only other thing really is those inner ears. Generally they're a darker tone. So again, I'll select our main blue and just with our colour picker, just select just a little bit darker. And we can colour those two little triangles that make up his inner ear. And we can have a look. All right. Let's zoom out a bit. What do you think? That's Cheeta.
Okay, so let's see what you got. You first, Happy. Yeah, it's like a box of ancient-looking gold coins. Uh-huh. Yeah, Ted says no one accepts that currency no more. Trash. Yeah, Pierre's got a dirty old boot here. Uh-huh. Oh, nice. Apparently a one-legged person might pay a lot of money for something like this. Treasure! Next, we got an ancient statue, but it ain't got no arms. Yeah, I figured. Sorry, Paddle. Trash. Oh, what's this? An old can of soft drink. Oh, I don't know. I'll find out. Timmy, has it been opened? Okay, yeah, it has. Really? Well, I never. Good news, Timmy. It's treasure.
Yay!
Thanks. See you next time.
Hey, we'd love to see your drawings, so send them in to the link in the video description below. And if you want to see more videos from us, make sure you subscribe to our channel and ring the little bell. Cheers. See you next time.